Hello everyone, welcome to Alming Owl Yoga. It's Ruthie and it is such a gorgeous day here in Massachusetts, so I figured I had no option but to record outside today. I did hurt my wrist pretty bad, so I really want to avoid any vinyasa flows today. So I was like, at first I wasn't even going to record a class, but I did tell myself I would record a class today, so I figured I would create a flow where you don't use the wrist. And I think this can be helpful to anyone who also has wrist problems. Um, any waitresses, I just started a waitressing job and carrying those trays. I don't know if that happens with anyone else, but my wrist gets very sore. So we're going to give it a break today and not put any more pressure on it, just let them rest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this class. Well, let's get started. Let's begin seated on your feet. We're going to come in to a child's pose. So you can let the knees be together here if you want to focus on elongating the spine, or let the knees be as wide as the mat with the toes touching if you want to focus more on the hips. So as you exhale, just walk the hands forward and fold into your child's pose. Letting the third eye be heavy into the earth. Dropping into the practice of awareness. Listening to your breath. Listening to all the thoughts going on in your head. Doing your best to unattach yourself from every thought of the past and every thought of the future. And coming into the present moment. Focusing solely on what is here now. The senses are always here now. And listen to all the sounds around you. Listen to the sounds of the birds. You can hear that. The sound of my voice. Maybe the sound of the lights humming in the room if you're inside. And moving in closer to yourself, listening to the sounds of your body, the sounds of any joints or muscles creaking, the sound of your own breath, your own heartbeat, the sound of you swallowing. And then noticing what you can see even with your eyes closed. You can see some colors, or maybe it's just black, and just noticing. Not creating any feelings about it. You might be having some second thoughts on this practice, or you might be getting antsy and thinking that this practice is not right for you today. Just try to sit with those uncomfortable feelings. I find a lot of the time when I practice yoga, when I first start, I don't want to do it, and I'm not at peace, even though I'm listening to peaceful words and saying peaceful things, maybe trying to calm myself down, but the self can get very antsy and can trick you into doing things that aren't the best for you. So see if you can sit with any discomfort that you're having, any uncomfortable feelings and thoughts, and breathe through them. Every time a thought comes up, just remind your mind to come back to the breath. Constant practice of the mind getting distracted by a thought, and reminding yourself to come back, to come here, to come home. Next inhale, tuck your tailbone down and pull your navel in toward your spine, bringing you up to your seat. Bring your hands to your thighs, open up the heart, arching the back, coming into a cobra spine. Lifting the head up to the sky if that feels good. Exhale. Pull the navel back toward the spine. Recurl the spine. And fold forward into your child's pose. Inhale, tuck the tailbone. Lift yourself up to your seat. Open up the heart. Pull the spine. Exhale, cat spine. Fold forward into child's pose. Move like this for 3 more rounds on your own. Inhaling, coming up, opening up the heart, and exhale, folding forward into your child's pose. Moving really slowly and gently here. You're moving through water. One last time. And then release any remaining tension into Mother Earth. As you exhale, imagine all excess energy sinking into the earth. She can hold what might feel like too much. Your tailbone, come back up to your seat. Bring the knees together. Tuck the toes. You're going to come into toes pose, opening up the backs of the feet. Feel all 10 toes rooting into the mat. Let your seat be over your heels. Let your head and heart be over your heels as well. Tucking your navel into the spine, tucking the ribs, letting the shoulders melt down away from the ears. But lifting up, imagining as if there's a string from the crown of your head, lifting you up, slightly easing the weight on the feet. Sending all your breath to the backs of your feet. You might be able to hold this pose for a total of 2 seconds if it's your first time doing this pose. This is one of those things that if you do it even for a few seconds a day, you will be shocked on how quickly your tolerance builds up. And this pose is super beneficial if you wear high heels or just have feet problems in general. All right, so come forward, tap out the tops of the feet. Oh. And sit back down, take a quick counter, stretch, coming down onto the pointed toes. And then shift your weight to one side of your heels, bring your legs out long in front of you. Shake them out. You're going to wake up the circulation of the legs here, so just do some taps. Up and down the legs, all over. Really bringing circulation, tap out the feet. And bend the knees and get to the backs of the legs. Opening up the hips, maybe getting the insides of the legs. All right. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Grab the backs of your knees and start to shift your weight back. You're going to come into boat pose. So first letting the feet hover. Then maybe reaching the arms forward, if that's available to you today. Maybe even straightening out the legs, if that feels right for you today. Just really firing up the core, pulling the navel in toward the spine. Reaching the arms forward. Thumbs facing up, pinkies facing down. Maybe keeping the legs active. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly let the soles of the feet find the mat. The dog's being crazy. And take some cat-cows at the spine once again. So inhale, open the heart. Exhale, pull back. And grab the backs of your thighs here again. That feels right. Inhale. Exhale. Cross the feet and roll over. Come onto your knees once again. This time standing upright over the knees. Using your core, tuck your left toes, and then using your core, pull your right knee up toward your torso, flexing the right foot. Step it forward, coming into a low lunge. You can move it closer to the outside of the mat if you need more space for balance here. Being gentle with yourself, knowing that your balance is different on any given day. You can untuck the toes in the back if that feels better to you. Maybe creating a little cushion under the back knee if that feels needed. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Bring your pinkies to face inwards. And go ahead and cactus the arms, opening up the heart. And inhale, reach up, push into the right foot. Exhale, sink down into the hips, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift up, lift the arms up. And exhale, sink down into the hip, cactus the arms. Do this 3 more times on your own. Inhale, reaching up, getting length in the spine. And exhale, cactus the arms, sinking down into the hip flexors. Inhale up. Exhale. Come forward into lizard pose. You might need to walk the foot a little bit toward the right side of the mat. And try to keep all 4 corners of the feet on the ground to start. You can come up, bring your hands on the blocks, bring your hands to the mat, or come down onto your forearms. Again, trying to keep the 4 corners of the feet on the mat, feeling the difference in the stretch when it's like this as opposed to rolling to the outside edge of the foot. And then you can roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Bring the right hand to the right knee. And look over the right shoulder. You might not be this far in the stretch. I don't get this far every day. Certain days, certain muscles are more open than others. So just really finding wherever you are today. Not having judgment with yourself. Finding your breath wherever you're at. Bring both forearms back down to the mat. Push yourself back up. Straighten out the right leg and fold over the hamstring into the hamstring stretch. Really flex the right foot, bringing the right toes up to the sky. Pulling the right hip back so you can feel the stretch from the right hip all the way through the right heel. And the right leg as long as possible. Inhale back up to stand on your knee. And just bring that right knee back down to the mat. Shift the weight over to your right knee. Pulling the left navel, or the left abs up. Bring that left foot to the mat. The sun is making my viewing a bit off, so I'm sorry. I'm going to come into a low lunge on the other side. Have the back toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels good to you. I'm finding the right placement for the left foot here. So you want the left knee to be over the left ankle. And try to scissor your hips. So scissoring your right hip forward, left hip back, just feeling the difference there. So you can sink down into the right hip flexor and then scissor it forward. Really feeling the difference there. So that's the movement that we're doing. When you inhale, the arms up, and exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release, open the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Move like this on your own for 3 more rounds. And then coming forward into lizard variation. So walking the left foot toward the outside of the mat, coming down into the forearms. Staying wherever you were on the other side, noticing the differences in the sides of the body. Again, trying to keep all 4 corners of the feet on the ground. Feeling the difference here from when you roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Bring the left hand to the left knee, look over the left shoulder. The left forearm back down to the mat. And start to walk yourself up. Straighten out the left leg and fold over the hamstring. Pulling the left hip back, flexing the left foot. Feeling the stretch from the left hip all the way through the left heel. Be pulling the navel in toward the spine to create a little bit more space to bend. Crazy boy. And then coming back up, bringing onto your balance, and then bringing your left knee back down to the mat. Bring the knees as wide as the mat, the toes to touch, and then fold forward into child's pose. So many ants. Go ahead. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, come up to your seat. Open the heart, cobra spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, come back up to your feet. And shift your legs to the side, bring them out long in front of you. Construction noise. You guys can't hear that. And bring the soles of the feet together. Coming to a butterfly pose. You can bring the palms facing up and slide them under the shins if you'd like. Make this a more restorative pose. And really curling the spine, letting the head be heavy. There's all different variations you can do with butterfly. So you could always straighten out the spine at the top and then just hinge at the hips. You're not creating a curve in spine. This is a more active stretch. But if you want to make it a more passive stretch, which I generally enjoy better, but know that you have options. So if this isn't doing it for you to be in this passive variation, know that you can create this same stretch in a more active fashion. So wherever you're at, just finding your breath once again. Resting here for 4 more breaths. And slowly walking the hands back toward the seat. Oh, my mom just came home. She can't get in the driveway. Alright, so we'll wrap up the class. Just come back down to lay on your back really slowly. And I'd like to take an eagle variation. So reach both legs up and cross your right leg over your left and see if you can wrap your your right foot behind the left calf. The eagle legs. Then bring your arms up and wrap your left arm over your right arm to eagle arms. Maybe bringing the palms of the hands together. And as you inhale, reach your arms up above your head so your elbows are kind of eye level. And then reach your legs down, opening up the eagle. And exhale, curl them in. Bring your elbows to try to touch your knees. Like eagle crunches. We'll do this for 5 rounds. Inhale, opening, and exhale, closing. And unwinding the arms, unwinding the legs, reaching them both up, letting them rest heavy in their sockets. And then bring your left leg over your right. Pulling it to eagle, legs on the other side. Right arm over left. And inhale, separate them, reaching the elbows up, legs down. And exhale, crunch inward, bring your elbows towards your knees. Do this 5 times. Unravel the arms and the legs. Reach them both up. And just feel the reverse in blood flow here. Notice the hands and the feet getting a little bit warmer. The blood rushing away from them. Feeling the legs be heavy into the hip sockets. Feeling the hips being pinned down by the weight of your legs. And feeling the shoulders being pinned down by the weight of your arms. Your low back is flat against the earth. The 4 corners of the torso pinned to the earth by the weight of your own limbs and gravity. And the soles of the feet as wide as the mat, and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Release the low back. And soles of the feet together. Let the knees dip off to the sides of the mat. Let the palms face up. Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. you may stay here for your final shavasana or go ahead and straighten out the legs, letting the toes dip out to the sides. Shoulder blades rolled under the spine, palms facing up. Your final shavasana. Your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Feeling the pulsing sensation of the space between the eyebrows. Letting the jaw be heavy. Feeling the back of the throat. Resting on the cervical spine. Feeling the center of the chest and your heartbeat. Feeling your heart pumping blood throughout your whole body. Feeling the space just below the ribs. Pulsing sensations of the belly, navel, space just below the navel. Feeling your digestion rotating clockwise around the navel. Your attention to the pelvic floor, releasing any remaining tension in the genital area and the anus. Feeling the length and the weight of your legs. Feeling the soles of both feet, each of 10 toes. Feeling the palms of both hands and each of the 10 fingers. Feeling the length and weight of your arms. Shoulder blades rooting down into the earth. The space between the shoulder blades, the back of your heart, feeding into the earth. The back of the third eye, just above the neck. The back of the skull, to the crown of the head. Feel the pulsing sensations of the crown of the head. And rest here for as long as you'd like in this total body awareness. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Thank yourself for this practice that you did today, and for your dedication to this practice. And may this class and these words send you healing, love, and light. May this love and light carry you throughout the rest of your day, giving you positive energy and awareness. And may you bring some of this positive energy, love, and light to every single person that you come into contact with today. Namaste.